Hello, biology, and welcome back to the channel. We are here from France, and oddly enough, they were out of espresso this morning. True story. All right, well, here is your intro to the Pedigrees module. You're getting close to the end here. Stay strong. So let's take the Pedigrees look at the Pedigrees. Here's the shared screen. So there's a couple different items here. Make sure the prerequisite is eLearning sex-linked traits. So if you haven't done that one, it's not going to let you in. There's a page, there's a place to turn your CC in, and then there's a quiz. And if you're not happy with your score, there's an optional requiz. So that's kind of nice. So the first thing you want to do is go to the Pedigrees page. It will give you your learning objectives and your tasks. This one is a little bit longer, so it should take you a little bit longer time. So the first objective is interpret a pedigree, and you should be able to figure out gender. This is a pretty simple one. Circle for female, square for males. Generation of individuals. You should have first, second, third, sometimes even a fourth level. So you'd have like grandparents, parents, kids, or grandkids, and great-grandkids would be the lowest one there. Fourth. Relationships between individuals. You should be able to tell who's married, who's divorced, who is cousins, brother, sister, who was born first, that kind of thing. Phenotype, you're going to have shaded boxes to show the trait, and unshaded squares or circles if they don't show the trait. And then genotype, this is the most difficult step. You might have to go back and figure out what their genes are. Do they have 2 dominants, 2 recessive, or they're heterozygous? All right, the second one is probably also rather difficult to determine if the pedigree is recessive, dominant, or sex-linked. So pay attention to the lecture and videos there. And then side note at the bottom, why is sex-linked more common in males? Think about the XY chromosome and the XX chromosomes there. Make sure you can answer that one. So the first step is just download the CC. It is for chapter 14, section 1. That'll open up a link for you. Complete that in your Notability. You are going to turn this one in. Okay, here's the turn in, step 3. If you hit the next button, it will also take you to the turn in. Hey, did you turn that in? Don't forget. The Explain Everything is pretty good. That's the video lecture with a teacher from Wayzata. And you could also use your book. Your book's an excellent resource for this one, chapter 14. So those first 3 kind of go together. And then the second one is like a homework assignment or an in-class activity. So it's this practice problem sheet. So here are some pedigrees for you to practice. You're not going to turn this one in, but we're going to assume you know how to solve all of these problems before you take the quiz. So go through those pedigrees. There's ones for Huntington's, hitchhiker's thumb, and color blindness is the bottom one. Take a look at those. Those are awesome. And then you can check your answers here. You could talk it over with someone at home or one of your peers. And if you have any questions, then last resort, message your teacher. And then the last thing to do is do the pedigree quiz. You need to hit next twice down here, or you can go back to the modules. There's no access code there for that. All right, stop share. That is the end of your pedigree intro. Go forth and be successful with this one. It's kind of fun to trace how genes go and traits go through a family. Have a good day, Wayzata.